This story is called The Storybook, Frederick's Story by MBS 413. Frederick was a little boy who just wanted to fit in with everyone else. However, all of the kids in his town didn't like him and regularly bullied him, except for one. His name is Larry. So here we are. Poor Frederick is here and he's being bullied. All these kids, hello Frederick. My name's Crow. Very nice to meet you. And over here we have all the bullies including No Neck Bully. And Larry is supposed to be his friend, or at least be nice to him. I'm guessing this is Larry up here. Hey, Larry! Look how young you are. You're so small. Hey! Me, I feel bad for Frederick. And if Frederick was on Team Red, I would absolutely, well, knock unconscious, all the people who would be on Team Blue. But sadly, that is not the case. For the purposes of the story, we have to watch Frederick get beat up by all of these kids. He puts up a valiant fight, but there's just way too many of the red kids, and they lift him up, and they carry on. This is so mean. There's just so many kids, including No Neck Neville. Nevard? I don't know. We'll think of a name for him. After many years of getting bullied, Frederick hoped that if he grew up to be someone cool, he wouldn't be bullied anymore. He was mistaken, because instead of thinking that Frederick was cool, the bullies, who grew up to be farmers, saw Frederick as a traitor and attacked him. So at first, all of them looked the same. They're all kids. They're all the same. And it seems that all of those kids grew up to be farmers, including, hey, No Neck Neville. We'll call you, you grew up to be a big farmer. Good job. So this is the in crowd. This is the normal kids. And these grew up to be farmers. But Frederick, he wasn't normal. He was kind of an outcast. And he grew up to be a fencer with a tiny head. It's funny. I sympathize with Frederick. I don't know about you, but I feel him. I feel for him. When I was growing up, I felt very different than everyone else. And then as I became an adult, I realized that being different is amazing. Now, I don't want to be like every other farmer. I want to be different. I want to be unique. I want to forge my own path. So you know what? I really like Frederick, and I applaud him for doing his own thing. But there's only one problem. There's about 20 farmers and one poor Frederick, and Frederick is, once again, in blue, even though I can't get over how small his head is. After being humiliated, Frederick went to the shaman of Crowism to get revenge, but the shaman refused to help him do something bad. Frederick, stop trying to do bad things. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different than everyone else you know. In fact, that's better. It's way better to be different. And the shaman of Crowism is not about to turn on his farmers just because you ask him to. So the shaman of Crowism's like, nah, brah, you're gone. Have a good one. The shaman of Crowism was knocked back by his own attack. Sorry, Frederick. You'll learn your lesson eventually. Frederick still wanted to get revenge, so he tried to get King Philip, but General Rocky and a group of squires stopped him. So Frederick is still on his journey for vengeance against all those farmers, still not realizing that being different than everyone else is a blessing, not a curse. And General Rocky, who is now leading a bunch of squires, is like, yeah, you're not going anywhere near King Philip. General Rocky and his squires move in. Frederick tries to fight them off, but a knight versus a fencer, my money's on the knight alone. Then Frederick just got punched into the dirt. Ouch. Frederick isn't happy about being rejected a second time and is thinking about dropping his plans to get revenge. But suddenly, a man willing to help Frederick showed up. His name was Gregory. Gregory said that he was also bullied when he was younger and wanted to make things right. He brought some of his friends and celebrated their alliance by killing a hobbit. What? Are you kidding me right now? This is Gregory and there's Frederick, and they feel like they're going to celebrate their new friendship of being different by killing a hobbit. I object to this storyline. The proper way to do this is to each of you be a different kind of person and work hard and overcome your obstacles and prove everyone wrong, not by taking your anger out on a small hobbit. And again, why is it always hobbits? I'm sorry, small child. I'm sorry, small hobbit. You're about to be destroyed by, oh my god, all the mace spinners. That's terrifying. Frederick, Gregory, and some of those mace spinners went up to the bullies to fight them. What they didn't know was that they were prepared for them. Guys, you don't have to fight your bullies. You don't have to worry about your bullies. You ignore them and you forge your own path ahead, because believe me, once you're done with the bullies, once you move past those bullies, life gets good. But the problem is, it's a bit of a trap, and it seems like the bullies have raised the crops against Frederick and Gregory. The mace spinners are coming in and they start spinning on these poor hay balers. My goodness, these pieces of grass. are being destroyed. Maybe not. Oh, the hay bales are doing a really good job against the mace spinners. And over here, Frederick and Gregory have been overrun by the farmer bullies, and the farmer bullies are now stabbing the daylights out of all the mace spinners. This is not looking good at all. And over here, the grass people are just destroying these poor mace spinners, smacking them with sticks over and over and over again. Oh, that mace spinner is down, and now we have just a handful of mace spinners. This is the final one. What's happening? Oh! Someone fell out the water. Someone got pushed out the water. The only two people who survived the attack were Frederick and Gregory's son, Alexander. However, Frederick wasn't going to give up. He gathered some more troops and prepared to get through General Rocky and get King Philip on his side. So let me get this straight, Frederick. First, I was cheering for you. Now I'm kind of cheering against you. Your plan is to kill General Rocky and then get King Philip's favor. You're going to kill King Philip's trusted general to get his favor. I don't think you thought this through. I'm guessing this is the son of Gregory, Mr. Alexander. I'm not going to be able to distinguish you from all the other mace spinners. Alexander and Frederick move in. General Rocky is here, and General Rocky is destined to die. He is Team Blue, and by the rules of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Blue must lose, especially as all the mace spinners just repeatedly bash him with their maces over and over. General Rocky is still alive. He's still kicking. He's still fighting. Oh, he was knocked out. And now, what? Oh, there's a squire who fell down. Hey, little squire. I have a bad thing to tell you. You're about to be smushed in the head with a spinning mace. I'm just waiting for the moment it occurs. He's knocked over. He's still alive. The squire is still good to go. Waiting for the mace to strike him in the head. These mace spinners are actually hitting each other more than they're hitting them. Oh, there it is. There it is. Frederick wanted to just get the king to help him, but the king wanted to see if he was worthy of helping. So he fought him to see if he had spirit. Frederick hoped he could get someone this powerful on his team. I don't know why King Philip is even giving Frederick the time of day. I mean, clearly General Rocky survived, but he attacked his own general. I wouldn't give him time of day. And also, don't forget, we got General John, who has a bit of an eye condition. You okay there, General John? And we have a tiny head mace spinner over here. Hey, how you doing, little guy? Frederick and Alexander are ready to go, but they're Team Blue, so I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, catapults fire hitting a whole bunch of mace spinners. General John charges in. King Philip is being healed by all the priests of the dream realm as King Philip slices and dices, but still gets smacked by all the mace spinners. Mace spinners moving in on the catapult, got smacked by the catapult. General John came in to save the catapult from Tiny Head Mace Spinner. Tiny Head Mace Spinner got trampled and is now dead. King Philip still alive. King Philip still swinging, archers firing. General John coming in with his long spear behind his back. Not a great strategy. Knocked off of his horse. His horse has done a flip and horse is dead. But King Philip has struck down the final mace spinner and is now victorious. King Philip saw passion in Frederick and decided to aid him. But Frederick wasn't done. He also wanted to get the dynasty faction on his side as well, so he invaded them and forced some of them to join him. Hold on! Hold on! King Philip won that fight. King Philip beats Frederick. And King Philip's like, you lost. I appreciate your passion because you're a loser. I will join your losing ways. I don't understand. King Philip, usually he's smarter than this, but apparently not so much. So we've got General Rocky, we've got General John, we've got a very brave squire in a treetop. I have a bad feeling you're not gonna survive this. Oh, we've got Benny and the Bards, one of my favorite rock bands. It's a four-guitar troupe, Benny and the Bards. Over here, we have the Dynasty faction with a Hwatcha, but I do not see the Monkey King, which is surprising. You'd think the Monkey King would be here for something like this. In go King Philip's armies. There's Frederick and Alexander. The catapults are firing. Hwatchas have unloaded the damage, and all the mace spinners are now moving in and fighting all these ninjas. Oh my god, there's just so much thrashing around. It's just crazy. Arrows are firing. Firework archers are going. Hey, General John is in the back line. Yo! General John, what's up, buddy? Ooh, just smashed that guy and killed that guy and killed that guy. My goodness, you're OP, General John. Catapult is almost ready to fire. Gonna fire on those ninjas over there. Wait for it. The catapult is fired. Is it gonna hit this ninja? Is it gonna hit the ninja? Boom! Goodbye, blue ninja. Oh, that was awesome. Mace spinners are still alive. Now they move in on this poor defenseless. Well, not quite defenseless, but this poor ninja's about to get complete. Oh, that's an arrow in the head. Ouch. Now that Frederick had the dynasty faction on his side, he and his army got prepared to obliterate the bullies. However, Larry had seen this huge army and didn't want to let Frederick kill the bullies. So he called his friends for backup and got ready to defend the bullies. Of course, if the battle didn't go in a good direction, Crow would step in and clean up the mess. That's my boy, Larry. Just because they're bullies doesn't mean they need to die. Like, common sense. Even Larry's like, yo, guys, I don't like bullies either, but we can't kill them. Also, I like how Larry is still Kid Larry, even though Bjorn and Minnie and Helga's here, and Benny's here, and Captain Kyle, and Kira the Pirate Queen, and Hugo. Oh, and Mr. Death himself, and General Phantom's here as well. Pretty much everybody's here, but for some reason, Larry's still a kid? All right, we'll take it, we'll take it. Also, why did pirates join the blue side? How did this pirate captain get here? Seriously, there's no other pirates in the vicinity. Maybe he's just like a mercenary. He's here for the money. He's here for the gold. Ladies and gentlemen, this battle should be hilarious in 3, 2, 1, go. Berserkers, get ready to leap. Valkyries leap, and in go the Berserkers across the field, into the back line, onto the monks. The Valkyries are in as well. General John, King Philip, General Rocky, they're all here. General John moving in on Hugo, but Hugo's like, nah, bruh. Mr. Death himself with the scythe in the background. Uh-oh. General John and General Rocky seem to be a little bit skewered by Mr. Death himself. Firework archers in the Dynasty faction are firing. Kira, the Pirate Queen, is in fighting her traitor captain. King Philip was knocked away with a mighty blow by the Mr. Death himself. King Philip is still alive, though. There seems to be a massive bottleneck here. Pirate Queen Kira, being the aggressive person that she is leading the charge into battle. Mr. Death himself loves a good fight. I'm waiting for the next scythe swing. I'm waiting for it. Oh. Firework archers. Gonna make it awkward. Big scythe swing. Crazy. Hugo is down. How is the fight looking? There's still a lot of blue units. We're gonna step in and have a little bit of help here. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Saying goodbye to the back line of archers and Huajas. Mr. Death himself is still alive, getting hit by exploding firework archers. Kira the Pirate Queen is still alive as well. Whole bunch of allied factions back here, including Mr. Phantom. General Phantom is alive, throwing his swords, being an absolute boss. Benny! Still alive. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You rocking out? Mr. Death is still alive. Another huge swing. Mr. Death has been banished back to the realm of the dead. The Pirate Queen Kira is dead. She's been knocked down, but Red was victorious thanks to General Phantom doing so much work with those swords. Since Larry had known about Frederick being bullied, he told him that he should forgive the bullies and they could be friends. Frederick saw what he tried to do was wrong, and he made amends with the bullies. Meanwhile, Alexander, the only mace spinner who survived the sneak attack, told Frederick that he wanted to have his own story and set off on a quest. So we're gonna get some more from Mr. Alexander, the mace spinner here. And there's Benny the Bard on a precarious cliff. There's Helga. Helga, how you doing? What are you doing up on the house? There's Larry the potion seller and Frederick and all the bullies who are now friends. And this is a beautiful happily ever after as Benny the Bard was banished into the abyss. Oh, poor Benny. To be continued in Alexander's story. Thank you for playing and watching. Alexander's story might be a sequel if anyone enjoys this one. Until next time. That was a very fun story.